All right, all right, all right. So tonight I'll be talking about something really near and dear to me, and it's pretty much a skill set. So pretty much a skill set. The elections is over, and now we're looking for, just looking for ways how we can benefit off these next 3.5, 4 years. So I want to start. This session was is technically just a brief introduction of getting a skill set. So pretty much with anything, everyone's out here trying to make money, looking to get money, to get paid, to do something that they love. But at the end of the day, the foundation of everything is a skill set. Before I get started, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share this channel. That way I can start bringing more people to the content that I'm providing on, non-traditional careers in construction and in real estate. So, share this page, like and subscribe. Thank you. Don't forget to do it. I'm jumping on. So I'm really comfortable tonight because I just want to kind of just talk about not the election, but the things that's coming out of the elections that everyone already is aware of. Pretty much skill set, knowledge, financial literacy, wealth building, things of that nature. So I have a few channels that I'm looking to grow. One is my Boss Lady Grind channel, aka the Construction Chick. So on that page, I only do content geared toward construction and real estate. So kind of channels my day to day working as a construction project manager, my day to day in my business doing construction inspection. So that's another channel, Boss Lady Grind. And then I have this is my personal channel that I want to grow. So please like and subscribe to this channel. And give me your honest feedback and your honest opinion. So the first thing first tonight is skill set. So I want to be clear. Um, I know a lot of stuff and conversation is geared around financial literacy, where's the wealth gap within African American culture in general, because that's where the bulk of the talk is coming toward. Speaking to. So we have, and I like to say I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a career counselor. I am not a acting as a real estate agent in this setting. I'm acting as a individual that's look outside looking in to what's going on and some of the things that we can possibly do to improve. So with that being said, so just all in all, I want to give this channel, like I said, to advocating for non-traditional careers. So one thing that I pride myself on is my journey, coming from, as I said, as a teen mom to know the career of being in construction. Um, Pretty much since I've been 22 years old, 21, 22 years old. So 21 when I got my associate degree, all the way up until now. So I like to say that I grew up in the 80s, so you can kind of take my age from there. But I do have some experience and some knowledge that I would like to share. The first thing I would like to share is that we talk a lot about just a lot in general about getting to the bag. What's the next trending thing that's out and things of that nature. When we should be, when I say we, I'm talking about minorities, specifically African Americans, should be focusing on gaining or getting a skill set. Like you cannot do anything without having a deep understanding, a deep knowledge of a skill set. So I think that is one of the things that even though we talk about, these are some things to do to say your first $1,000, or these are some things you need to do if you want to start investing in the stock market, or these are the things you need to do if you want to do X, Y, and Z. You want to purchase real estate or whatever. But before you can do all of that, before you can do any of that, you need to get, when I say you, the person that's looking at this video, watching my video, consider if you don't already have a skill set. Period. It's just that simple. And that'll take you up to wherever you're trying to get. So a skill set is what we are missing in today's society. And I advocate for non-traditional careers, and you'll see some photos of me, out and about on construction projects. And my background is construction engineering, master's in civil engineering. But I always specialize everything civil engineering technology was my undergrad. I got my master's in civil engineering, but I always emphasize which I had a minor in construction. So everything I've done has been in civil engineering technology, or combined with construction. So that's all I know. I started off as a nurse, and then that pivoted into engineering, which was be civil engineering technology, because I got a 2-year degree first. But it all started when I was working at a hospital. I guess I probably should back up. It all started when I was working at a hospital. I was teen mom, and I was like, you know what? My chance of going to the military is pretty much probably over, which is really wasn't. I mean, because I could have did it, but my mindset wasn't there. When you're 17 years old, your mind isn't there. And so I was like, oh, I just go to school, become a nurse. So that's the thing everyone's doing, becoming a nurse. 1999, you know, 1998, 1999 time frame. I was like, I just become a nurse. So I got my CNA license, did that jazz, got a job at a hospital, maybe worked there for about a year and a half or so. So one of the weekends I was working, one of the nurses that hardly ever worked, she was not a minority. She was white, and we worked together on Pacific weekends when she came to work. And so when she came this particular weekend, I was like, "Where, girl? Hey, where have you been? What's going on? What you been doing? La la la." And she was like, "Well, I only work just enough just to keep my nursing license." I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "So what do you do outside of nursing?" And she was like, "Oh, nothing. My husband is an engineer. He's a chemical engineer." So I was in Mobile, Alabama at the time. And so he was working at one of the plants, maybe I think it was the Chevron plant, not right off the Gulf Coast, that he was one of the chemical engineers out there. And then she turned to me and said, "You should consider being an engineer because you're real efficient." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I mean, we had worked together. We did like CNA work and all that type of jazz. I know I'll come back to getting the skill set, but this is how I got my skill set, guys. This is how I got my skill set. I want to keep this brief, less than 15 minutes. I got 8 minutes to spare. So she told me that I was really efficient. I should consider engineer. I got to thinking, I'm like, "Oh, really?" Because we worked together, and I'm like, so I guess she figured, the work that I do as a CNA or whatever was efficient, and so I didn't think to look up the word efficient. So I just started kind of looking up that afternoon, that whole weekend, engineering. I found a 2-year program, so I switched my major that following Monday. Like it was just that. Like, it just happened, like, it was just a spark, that one person, that one thing just hit it, and, I switched my major on that Monday to civil engineering technology, and I never looked back. I graduated in 2001 with my associate degree, and then from here on out, I just kept moving forward. But I say all that to say that I didn't know what I was gonna do, or what I wanted to do, or what I could do. I didn't know that. So if you're out there, you don't know what it is that you are good at, or you don't know what's your calling. Some people say, "I don't know what my calling. I don't know what I'm supposed to do." God will lead the right people to you, and you'll know it. I didn't know. I just knew I was a teen mom, and I wanted to make some money, and I was gonna go to school, be a nurse. And nothing wrong with nursing. I'm not knocking nurses. I'm just saying. And this nurse told me I was efficient and I should consider engineering. Changed my whole entire life, whole trajectory for my kids, the way I live to this day, everything. So if I ever see that young lady again, which you know what, ironically, it's been over 20 years, I cannot remember her name for the sake of me, which is crazy. But long story short, I'm saying all this to say we need a skill set. It's everybody saying make America great again, make America great again by getting a freaking skill set. Okay. Make America great again by getting a skill set. We have to um I know people's like, oh, I ain't going to school, I ain't doing this. We have to. This is how we as people grow. This is how when we grow in knowledge, we grow in skill set, and then we implement it, then we begin to teach it, and then we get businesses started because now we have a skill set that we can grasp from or take from to start that business. You have the confidence to start that business because I'm good at this. I'm a plumber, I'm good at this. I'm an electrician, I'm good at this. I'm an engineer, I'm good at this. You don't know what you're good at until you stay focused on one thing. I know people say just focus on one thing, but sometimes you got to go to two, three, four, five things until you find that one thing. But in my case, I went right on to that one thing. However, I'll tell you in another episode how I did full circle back into healthcare because now I manage construction projects in healthcare. So it wasn't for nothing. That's how God do the 360. I started off in saying that, hey, I want to be in healthcare, I want to be a nurse, and end up switching to engineering, did shipbuilding and manufacturing engineering, and still end up construction project manager in healthcare. So it all worked out. But long story short, we have to get a skill set. It's no way around it. It's no way that we can stay in and continue to not um, educate ourselves and be proficient and be confident and be just kind of badass in what we do. If we're confident in what we do and we take that what we do that we're good at, people say, oh, don't get comfortable, you can't get comfortable, you got to always be looking to stay uncomfortable. That is true. But you need to get comfortable in at least one thing to get that skill set to branch off to get uncomfortable in other things. Don't be getting uncomfortable every time and you just all over the place. Focus on that one thing. Get that skill set. Get uncomfortable because it's going to be uncomfortable. Like when I got into construction even as when I was in engineering at the A&E firm, my first job at an A&E firm, I felt uncomfortable because I was with males, okay? Like all male. It's not like nursing. It was all male, and I had to get used to being with male with the men. And it took me a while. Probably I was in my late 20s before I kind of really start getting a little confident with myself, being a little more vocal because I had to kind of find my way. It's not like I grew up in construction, but I just always, when I made the switch to say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this engineering thing, got my associates in civil engineering, and the rest is history. I focus on construction in general because I always like buildings. I like to see things being built. And so if I felt like, you know what, I'm not the person that's be sitting at no desk all day. I want to do something where I'm a little outsy. So I found something that was pretty much gave me both best of both worlds, civil engineering, construction. So I'm on site when I need to be on site, and then I'm back in the office when I need to be. So I'm getting comfortable. But getting a skill set is crucial today. We do not have enough of minorities. So people's like, oh, I need, we can't find a job. You can in construction. Hit me up. You can in construction. Construction is different from engineering. It's not like it's engineering where you sitting at the office, you go get your engineering degree, you go sit in cubicles, you be around, other nerds. It's like being introverts to themselves. So I knew I wasn't gonna last in that because I'm technically an introvert. You might not think that, but I am an introvert. But I do I do feel like I'm an extrovert when I'm talking and when I really get passionate about something and I, take it to that next level. But I knew I couldn't stay in the engineering cubicle silo for too long because it was just something in me that I like talking with people. I like getting out, things like that. So construction management was like the thing for me. And I didn't know that initially because when I started off in engineering, I was like, you know what? Like after like 9 years of being in there, I was like, you know what? I need to make construction manager like ASAP. Really, probably like around by 6 or 7, but it took me like to that almost that 10-year mark before I could make that transition to become an assistant construction manager. But learning the skill set and going through the stages that I had to go through is I don't regret it. I mean, my life has been 100% maybe I say maybe 1000%. Uh, just the outcome is just mind blowing. Like what I've accomplished as being in engineering slash construction, then transition into construction management. Construction is open. The field is, oh my God. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going to drop my book link. I have a construction project management book that manual, I call it, just came out. I forgot to say that. And that manual is geared toward aspiring construction managers. So maybe you're an engineer, maybe you're doing something in construction and you want to be in construction management one day. Follow this channel, the Boss Lady Grind channel, and I can hook you up. I just wrote a manual, a construction project management manual that's geared towards beginner and aspiring construction managers. And so all it really does is pretty much keep everyone on point. Like this is what you need to do when you get a project. This is what needs to happen after you get the project. This is how you manage your projects. This is how you do your estimates. This is how you do a response to RFI. Check out the manual. Please check it out. I'm gonna drop the link at the bottom in this video shortly. So click the link, pre-order the book, and I'll ship it to you. But construction has been the it's been a lifesaver for me, for my family, for my kids. But like I said, well, I was a teen mom. I could have been anywhere. And today I'm jumping a little bit because I just want to get it out. But if you tapped into this video today, go ahead and make a call to a construction company. Go on and check out, who's doing hiring in your area, and go ahead and become a construction, get into construction so you can eventually get into construction project management. My hair is looking a mess today. I just wanted to jump on. I was so excited. And go ahead and get into construction because it is it's rewarding. The opportunities are there. It's not a lot of minorities that's in management. Now we may have in labor, subcontractors and things like that, which I help teach based on that manual that you'll get. That manual is my backbone, my sounding board for small minority contractors. So I help teach those things in Pittsburgh and in Erie, and then hopefully I'll be in Atlanta shortly, teaching construction project management principles, how to respond to an RFP, how to do a construction project schedule, how to run your OAC meetings, how to do a change order, how to write up an RFI, how do I do my first pay application. It's in there. It's in the book. Got buy the book, buy the book, buy the manual, please. But construction has been a lifesaver, and I jumped on today just to say get a skill set. Everybody talking about make America great. I'm talking about make America healthy. That's my slogan for the entire 3 years. Okay. I'm going to run my campaign like Trump ran his campaign. Make American healthy by getting a skill set and get one in construction. We need so many construction people. Whether you start off as a construction manager, which you're probably not if you never manage a project, but whether you start off there or not, get in because a lot of people are retiring and it's not a lot of minorities, especially in construction management piece. And I'll be dropping some gems. I'll be dropping different things on the channels to talk about construction careers, what is RFI, things of that nature. How do you understand your project narrative? How you read drawings, all these things. So tap in, tap in, tap in. But I want to make America healthy again. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that through educating small minority contractors and just minorities in general of getting and understanding construction and what the benefits are if you, your wife, your son, your daughter, your husband is looking for a second career change or looking for somewhere you're staggering and you don't know where to go. Try construction. Try construction. Try construction and try construction. Start at the bottom if you need to. I didn't have to because I got degrees. I did start off at the designer, then I worked my way up from a field engineer to an office engineer to a project engineer. And I was a project engineer for a long period. Then I became a liaison engineer. Then I did a little quality assurance in between for like almost a year and a half or so, maybe 18 months. And then from there, assistant project manager, and then from there, construction management, and then now construction project management. But I mean, senior project manager, and then now I have my business for 2 years, Martella Enterprise. Tap in, tap in. I wrote a book, the same book that I teach to small minority contractors when I'm giving them the course of how to build your business and get out of work in your business. So I want to advocate to make America healthy again by getting these construction careers. Get in a career. Let's get it popping, you guys. Like everyone knows, even actors and actress and all these people, they don't make a lot of money. 60, 65. You can make probably I know you can make double that construction manager. Entry level engineers probably close to almost 100K, 75, 80K coming out of college. So do yourself a favor and get these careers. Get this money. Get this. Stop leaving money on the table. Stop leaving money on the table. That's all I really have to say tonight. Go get a skill set. And that's the only way we're gonna close in this wealth gap. The only way you're gonna understand how you can take some money, how you can have some extra money, start tithing, giving your 10%. Start putting aside 10% for investing, whatever you want to do. And then once you get that number, that egg nest that you need, then you pretty much keep moving forward. Take that skill set that you learned. If you were an electrician, a carpenter, a boiler maker, a crane operator, or flag, or whatever you did in construction, you got great at it. Maybe you're a flagger. I don't know if it's, maybe you want to start your own flag company. You take those skill sets. All I did was took everything that I've done from engineering to construction management, and started my business and put that on. And so once I am setting myself up, and I have set myself up to transition from a 9 to 5 straight to Martella Enterprise full time, because I have contracts with my company and I'm able to work weekends doing construction inspections and things like that. So get a skill set. Get a skill set. I just want to advocate. I know I look a little hot tonight, but I wanted to jump on to talk about that. A lot of people talking about Make America Great, talking about the Trump and this stuff. I'm not worrying about any of it. It's not going to affect me. The only thing going to affect Tanya is getting more knowledge. Getting more knowledge, educating myself, and just running this bag up in construction, doing my commissioning, teaching my classes, doing my construction inspections on the side, people buying my book while I'm asleep, my manual, Project Manager for Beginners and Inspires. Check it out. So all I want everyone to know is get a skill set, skill set, and focus on getting a skill set that's transferable. I mean, like a lot of people's like, oh, I just can't find my passion. You can't find your passion because you don't have nothing that you can take that you're good at, and you can transfer it into your business to start your business. And then once you start your business, make money in that, then you can go and do something else that you really was passionate about. But get a skill set, and that's going to solve the problem for you, period. I'm only talking about skill set, and all the skill sets I'm talking about is going to only be in construction only. So I may highlight some jobs, I may do some things like that, but let me tell you something. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He did not bring you this far to leave you. So if you're watching this video, go get a skill set. Go get a skill set. Make it in construction. Drop a comment down if you need some assistance or some companies to talk with or whatever. I know a lot of small minority contractors from Pittsburgh to Atlanta to Mobile, Alabama, so I'm pretty much in those range. But whatever I don't know, I'm part of CREW, which is Commercial Real Estate, Women's in Real Estate, and I'll find you something. Go get a skill set. I'm dropping off tonight. Go get a skill set. I'm already over 10, almost 10 minutes. Go get a skill set. And as I always like to say, I'm just going to leave off the meeting tonight, jump off tonight, this live. But I want to advocate only for construction careers. I'm not talking anything else. I'm not talking real estate, even though I do real estate. I'm only talking construction careers. The need is there. People are retiring. The skill set is there to gain, to learn, transfer those skills into a business. Go get a skill set. Go get a skill set. So if you click this video for any reason, please go get a skill set. And as I always say, the only way to the top is to get off your bottom. The only way to the top is to get off your bottom. Happy grinding, Boss Lady Grind. I'll talk to everyone soon. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share, share, share. Have a good night.